Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Life on the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing well today. Periodically, we like to look through our comments and pick out some of the best mean comments that we've gotten or ones that just were not necessary to comment. I'm going to start this video off by saying the support that we receive on this channel is absolutely amazing. I cannot thank you enough for always watching our videos and enjoying our content and giving us feedback in a constructive way. But there are some comments that I take a look at and I just wonder what went through their mind before sending it in or typing it into the video. But it comes with the territory. If you are going to be on YouTube, there are people who won't like your content, and that's fine. What I know is that there are people that find this content valuable. They enjoy watches, they enjoy us talking about watches, and that's all that really matters. And also what's awesome is that these comments can actually be used in a video like this. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a chuckle at some of the comments that we received. It's really water off my back. It doesn't matter to me what you comment, so feel free to comment whatever you want. It just means I can make another video where we talk about mean comments in my YouTube videos. So I've done this I think twice before. It's been a lot of fun just to go back and sort of reminisce about the videos I've made, but also the comments and the reasons why someone would do something like this. So I'll start off with one that happened quite recently actually. This was a comment that was posted on our history of the MB&F legacy machines. This is where we talked about all of the legacy machines that have been created by MB&F, and someone commented, dude, that hairdo went out with the surfers back in the 60s. Interesting comment. I didn't know that my videos were about my hair, but like my comment says, it's a good thing that I like my haircut, and I appreciate you watching our video. I hope you learned something about the watches, but yeah, who really cares what my hair looks like? If I like it, that's all that matters. The next one was actually I was really sad about this. One of our videos that has done really well is a video where I opened up about a time where I got scammed out of a Rolex watch. This was a learning experience for me and is one of our most popular videos. The comments that we've received on this video have all been very, very positive. A lot of them talk about how it's really big of me to have opened up about something that I did incorrectly, especially when I am supposed to be some sort of, I have some knowledge about watches and I should be able to do things correctly. But I think it's a way that you can learn from my mistakes and make sure that you don't do it if you are starting out your watch journey. So a lot of them have been really positive, but this individual decided he wanted to comment, you have the postal address, thou moron. Why didn't you report the address you sent the item to? LOL, dumb AF. I find this comment to basically just be very like, why would you do this? Why would you post something calling me dumb? I, in the video, admitted that I made a mistake. I didn't do the correct checks that I did, that I should have done. It was a learning experience for me, and that was the point of the video. It wasn't to say that I did everything right. And so this was a whole chain, which was, I really should have just stopped replying, but decided to do that. So I replied, it was a PO box at a forwarder. Trust me, I looked into it. Nothing I could do about it, unfortunately. And then I wrote another comment that said, also, by far the rudest comment I have gotten in a long time, congrats. In the back of my mind, I knew that I was going to use this in this video that I'm shooting right now. And so this individual commented back at me and said, you sent it to a PO box with a bunch of laughing faces. Wow, you are dumb AF. And so he double commented again and said, yeah, that's not smart, bro. No wonder you got scammed. Thanks for stating the obvious, I guess. Once again, missed the entire point of the video, which was to educate and to open up about my mistake and make sure that you don't make the same one. And so he replied back with thanks, and then he wrote, wow, he commented 4 in a row here. So he said thanks, and then he also commented, also, how does it not show on your online bank as a wire? Checks and wires show up differently on your statement. They do in England anyway. I'm sure they do when you are not from, I'm sure they do where you are from too. You just didn't use your brain. Once again, just calling me dumb. And so I said, like I said in the video, I made mistakes. I made the video to help people learn from the mistakes I made. Thanks for coming back and being rude again. You will definitely feature on my next mean comments video. Woot woot, you've made it. We're shooting that right now. And so he said, ha ha ha, you're not teaching anyone. We are just laughing how dumb you are, but thanks for thinking of me. And so I wrote back to that, and this is the end of the conversation, where I said, I'm teaching those who can hear the lessons from what I'm saying. If you scroll through the comments, you'll see some of those people. Cheers. And he never replied to me after that. So I found this to be just a waste of time. Like, why would you come back and call me dumb so many times? I mean, clearly you had nothing to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad that you found it amusing that I made mistakes. Something must have happened to you where you made mistakes and you were made fun of, but I won't get into that because you haven't made any YouTube videos or kind of put yourself out there. So, but like I said, comes with the territory. It is what it is. And what's great is that video, which is one of our most popular, overwhelmingly has gotten good reception. People have said that it's big of me for opening up, and they've learned from what I've had to say, and that's what matters to me the most. All right, moving on. This one wasn't exactly mean, but I could feel the sarcasm and sort of the tone just wasn't really a great one. So this was on my 5 passive income investment watches. This is a controversial topic in itself. I've done multiple videos where I've talked about investing in watches and what it actually is. And so this individual commented, so by passive income, you're meaning appreciation. Is this a common interpretation of the phrase these days? Sure. So, my response to that was appreciation is part of passive income. Watches will not generate cash flow like stocks that pay dividends, but like stocks, the price of the asset increases. Thanks for watching and commenting. So, I think what's important is that if you are going to comment something, you should have the full knowledge of what you're talking about. If you don't, feel free to ask questions, that's fine. But I could feel the sarcasm in the way that this question was phrased. And so I tried to educate in my comment, which is what I always try to do. And I hope this helped this individual sort of learn. I've said it in multiple videos. I've said this, watches are not going to generate cash flow. It's not something that watches will do unless you, I don't know, lease it out to a friend or something. They are not like dividend paying assets. It's just not, or that's not something that they're going to do. But they will appreciate in value, just like a stock would, and that's considered passive income as well. So. Cool. The next one was a cool one. I got dissed in a different language. So I'm not going to butcher this language, but I will translate for you. I'll put the comment up here. And this basically means bias for 10 minutes. This was on our video where we did the real return on Omega, investing in luxury watches. This is a good example of passive income in watches. And so this individual who clearly thought that I was completely biased about Omega for 10 minutes. I'm sorry that you felt that way, but the numbers don't lie. That's the thing with this video, is like the numbers don't lie on about the performance of these watches. So I just replied and I said, sorry you didn't enjoy. Cool. The next one is a video where we compared and contrast the Tudor Black Bay and a Rolex Explorer 2. And this individual commented another ridiculous Rolex Tudor comparison, and then he put an emoji where it's like facepalm. I said it in the video. I wish people listened. I think that's something that I have to work on. I think we all should work on, is listening. But I said it in the video. There's 2 very different watches, 2 very different price points. The comparison really isn't between the watches. It's figuring out, it's looking at these 2 watches objectively. And so I just said 2 very different places, or 2 very different pieces, as I mentioned. All right, I'll end with this one here. This was a comment on a video that I did really early on the channel, and this was on the Complications Explained Power Reserve Indicator. And this is basically a series where we go through watch complications and explain them to you in simple terms. That way you can kind of learn about the complications that can be in watches. And so This comment was written, and it says, minute 20 into this video and you haven't, I think it's supposed to be, even started educating me yet. Is my time a joke to you? I have the distinct feeling this vid won't even cover what the watchmakers do to make reserve power longer, but I'm going to try watch this. So already sort of hostile. You know, the video wasn't even 20 minutes. I mentioned that in my replies, but I feel bad that I didn't come across in an educational way, because it was the point of the video. And so I said, sorry, the video wasn't helpful. The video is in 20 minutes, but I'm happy to answer any questions you have, because like I said, I want to be able to help you learn about watches and learn through the comment section. I think that's, and share my experience. I think that's what I wanted to do with this video, and especially with complications explained. And so he replied and said, what mechanism inside the mechanical watch can be improved to create a better power reserve? And he said, I don't know how long the video is. I'm just saying I couldn't get by a minute 20. And so I quite simply just said, you know, the mainspring of the watch determines the power reserve. The larger the mainspring, the more power reserve. You can also pick up efficiency in the movement construction to help the power reserve. So I hope this was me trying to say, this is how power reserve can be increased. I want to educate you in this. And so he replied, thank you. And sure, it wasn't, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Thank you for answering my questions. I'm glad I learned this, but I kind of felt like I ended this one on a really good note. And I have to give props to this person, because I think this person started off a little bit hostile, but then moved into sort of just realizing that I'm here to help. And maybe that isn't what this individual thought, but that's how I'm going to interpret it. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it at that, because I like to think of this as a good ending to this story. So yeah, those are some of the mean comments I've gotten over the last couple months. And I'll say it again. I said in the beginning of the video. For every mean comment we get a ton of nice comments, and comments from people who want to learn about watches, who are interested in the content that I'm creating and really enjoy the channel. So on that note, if you enjoy videos about watches, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you're notified when we upload as well. You can hit that bell icon. We create a range of topics. Just the videos that I talked about in this specific video shows the range of different ideas that we come up with here. So if you like those types of videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about these comments. If you want to leave a mean comment, go ahead. You'll just make it in the next video. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button for us, it really does help us out with our YouTube analytics. And with this said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time.